Maybe. Oh, wow. They built this. I'm pretty sure they built this whole stadium because I've never seen it before just for this event. I feel like we're going to the Super Bowl. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, okay. So here's the square. We got to get to the keynote. Oh my gosh, we got to run. We are so late. Why am I always late to everything? Why is this whole thing so big? I thought I would just click and I'd be there already. Okay, let's run. Oh, your outfit's so cute. Oh, she was so cute. I did not get dressed up for this at all. Okay, I'm going. Oh my gosh. Come on. Faster. 1.8 thousand. Okay, we're going. Oh, her outfit's so cute too. Oh man, everyone dressed up. I feel like such a hobo. It's my normal avatar. I didn't update my outfit in any way. This is gonna be hard. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, come on. We can't miss any of the beginning. I cannot believe this. I'm so mad at myself. I'm always late. I hope they're late. I hope there's a countdown. Another countdown. Preparing for visitors again. Come on. All right, friends, we're almost there, I think. Oh, come on. Move that needle. Let's go. What should we do? Oh no, am I crashing? No. I'm not crashing. It's just really laggy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we made it! Break me off. So come alive. Yeah. We got that magic. Special soul. Now shine on, cause we're made from the stars. Are you ready? Yeah, we're ready. We got that magic. Come on, nobody else is gonna make little. It's just me. You got that magic. Now shine on, cause we're made from the stars. You got that magic. We're made from the stars. Okay, we're here, everybody. We're just gonna stand. I think this is the countdown, right? Now shine on, cause we made from the stars. Okay, should I make my avatar? I'll mute myself. Now shine on, cause we made from the stars. Oh, what's up, Fran? Stop. That
hey
was
everyone,
so cool.
And welcome to Connect. Last year, we shared our vision for the metaverse. A future where you can be present together with the people you care about, where you can teleport into any experience from anywhere, where your devices just get out of the way and you can focus on the people you're with and the experiences you're having. I think that this is some of the most amazing technology of our generation. It's going to open up opportunities to build incredible things.
I'm trying to keep my
We
head
believe
steady.
in this vision so deeply that we renamed our whole company after it. And we're in a moment now when a lot of the technologies that will power the metaverse are starting to take off. There are more people in VR than ever before, more creators building worlds, more developers building apps, more brands getting into virtual goods, and more companies getting into the metaverse. This is great to see. It's a sign that the future isn't so far away. I know a lot of you are excited about this future. You're already living it. Building new worlds, hanging out in VR, exploring what's possible. And we've been with you since the start. Look at what we've announced at Connect over the years. The first modern VR device. The first standalone headset, no wires, no external sensors. The first developers to make millions of dollars in revenue. The first hands in virtual reality. And today, we're gonna take another big step forward. So this one is for you, the believers. The people always thought that this was where technology should go. But you know that the future doesn't just happen. You have to build it with your bare hands. The people who'd rather be early than fashionably late. Well, we've got something to share with you today, and I think you're going to be really excited. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the progress that we're seeing across the ecosystem. To do that, here's Boz, Meta's CTO and the head of Reality Labs. Hey, Boz.
Pretend you didn't see that.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little later. But
Oh my
first,
gosh.
let's talk about some of the
What?
progress that
Let's
we're
see
seeing
what.
across the ecosystem. Quest 2 is the first virtual reality device to go mainstream, and it's opened up a lot of opportunities for people to build.
Yeah, the ecosystem is growing nicely. About 1 in 3 apps in the Quest store are making revenues in the millions. 33 titles have made more than 10 million in gross revenue, and that's up from 22 just this February. And the number of apps making over $5 million has doubled since last year. This is what it looks like when a whole new platform takes off.
Yeah, and it shows that there's real demand for high-quality VR
Sorry.
experiences.
Yeah, those experiences are going to keep getting better with all the new things that we're announcing today. I mean, developers have been pushing the boundaries on Quest 2 using tools like hand tracking and presence platform.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the creativity that you're all bringing to this is pretty awesome. As the platform grows, we're focused on making it even easier to develop for. And philosophically, we're focused on making the ecosystem more open.
Part of this means giving developers different options for reaching their audiences beyond the Quest store, so people can stream apps over link from PC or sideload them. Some of the best apps on Quest 2 today started in our App Lab, our open distribution channel. Great titles like Smash Drums, Ancient Dungeon, Puzzling Places, and more.
Oh,
Yeah, and we expect that the opportunities here are just going to keep growing as more devices come on the market and more people get into VR. And we're going to keep pushing to make the next computing platform more open. Now, in terms of what people are actually building, beyond games, a lot of the most interesting work that we're seeing is around social experiences.
This has been a big change.
I know, I thought there
mean,
would
at
be an
first
avatar,
glance,
right?
many people assume that virtual reality is a fundamentally single-player experience, something that you do on your own, kind of away from the rest of the world. But we've never looked at it that way. From the very beginning, a decade ago, when we first started on this journey, we believed it would be a great social platform. That's why we got into
Yeah,
it.
Brand's right next
Yeah,
to me.
I mean, back when we started working on this, we believed that over time, social experiences would become the main way that people would use VR. And that's coming true.
I love
Today,
social
the top
VR.
apps in the Quest store are social metaverse apps. And this is pretty much the same thing that we've seen with every other computing platform. A lot of the most compelling use cases for new technology come when you build things that help people connect. And that's the whole reason why we're in this space.
Yeah, this has been the story of every computing
This is
platform we've
chat.
seen so far. Whether that's email on desktop, instant messaging on laptops, or video calls on the phone. Every technology platform has brought great value to my life. But what I value most is the ways they keep me more connected with the people I care the most about.
And I think this will be especially true for VR and eventually AR because they deliver a deep feeling of presence, right? It's that sensation that you're actually with another person or in another place. And that's what's so powerful about this platform compared to everything else that's come before. Every other computing platform is built around apps. And now we have the chance to change that. For the first time, we can build technology centered around people and how we actually experience the world. That's because the metaverse is first person, right? You feel like you're in it, right? You should be able to teleport anywhere with the people you want to engage with and bring all your stuff with you. It should be less siloed than a traditional app model and fundamentally more about feeling present with other
The
people.
person
We gotta have
thinking
Vishal here to
about
talk more about that.
All right, hey Vishal, why don't you guys take it from here?
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
See you, Mark.
Yeah.
They're
Hey, Vishal.
so uncomfortable.
Hey, boss.
and
Yeah,
that
this social
transition,
shift
they're
has been
trying
one of the
so
biggest
hard.
changes we've seen over the last couple of years. When Quest 2 first launched, the vast majority of time spent in VR was spent alone. Today, the majority of time spent is in multiplayer apps.
And the most popular apps on Quest are social. And that's a huge deal. Apps like VR Chat have established these new places for people to spend time together in virtual reality, and they're thriving.
That's right. And people are doing all sorts of things together.
Okay, I
They're
turned
playing
off my
games, they're
microphone
hanging
so I don't
out, they're
bother
learning new
people.
hobbies, they're showing up as avatars who represent who they are and maybe who they want to be. And there are so many new things you can do once you get beyond the limitations of the physical space that we live in. This social shift is happening everywhere.
YouTube VR is a great example. It's one of the most popular apps on the Meta Quest 2,
calling out
and the
you
YouTube
too.
team's working to make the experience even more social.
How many of you
So in
use
the
YouTube
future, when
VR?
you're together with friends in Horizon Home, you'll be able to watch and share YouTube
That's
videos
cute.
just
I
like you
haven't
might
done
do
that yet.
together in the physical world.
You guys want
Watch
to come
videos
visit
together,
my
share
house
content from your favorite creators, or
in
experience something
VR
completely
and
new,
watch my YouTube
like
videos
a
together?
underwater manta ray adventure off a private island in Southeast Asia. And when you look at where the
Wait,
internet
that
is
girl
going,
had long hair.
there's
I
this
don't
big
have
move
long hair.
towards creation and shared experiences. And we're seeing the same impulse to build and explore together in VR.
Absolutely. Some of the best experiences in Horizon Worlds right now are hanging out with your friends in Nope's Haywood Ranch or recording a podcast on Rooftop 42. There are worlds to celebrate the Lunar New Year, to make music together, worlds to roast marshmallows in, or
there's
just to get a
people
party
trying
started.
to get into Horizon
We're seeing
Worlds and
all
didn't know
sorts
they
of
had to
people build
register.
worlds
That
like
sucks.
these, from first-time creators to world-class entertainers. And today, we're announcing a multi-year collaboration to bring NBC Universal's iconic content to life through experiences in the metaverse. Starting next year, Meta and NBCU will co-create experiences around The Office, Universal
No.
Monsters,
Shut up.
DreamWorks,
No.
Blumhouse,
No.
Halloween Horror Nights,
Stop.
and so
What?
much more.
Oh,
Fans will be able to
wow.
engage in these experiences in Horizon Worlds, at Universal Studios
way.
theme parks, and customize their avatars.
I am speechless.
Last but not least, the Peacock app is coming to Quest.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting! Is the Lord of the Rings like the home environment for Lord of the Rings
There are
like
so
a
many worlds
precursor
out
to all
there to
this?
see, more than we could ever show at an event like this. But what's more important is what's in those worlds, and the feeling you get when you're with other people. That's why we're so excited about building out Horizon Worlds as a next-generation social platform, where the connection happens in real time.
It always comes back to wanting to feel connected. And if we really want the metaverse to feel social,
I'm
we
sad
need to
that there's
open these worlds and
no
experiences
avatars for them
to
here.
everyone. They
I feel
can't
like
be
we needed
limited
that.
to VR.
Yeah, the metaverse should be accessible across all kinds of screens and devices. And you should be able to jump in and join your friends from anywhere.
That's why we're developing Horizon Worlds on the web, so that you can access it
Oh.
from a computer or any mobile
Shut
device.
up.
If you're watching
Shut
a comedy
up.
show, for example, you
What?
can send the link to your friends, and they can join without a headset, no matter where they are.
Huge.
It's just more
this
fun
is
when
huge.
the gang's all together.
This
Making
is
these virtual
going
worlds
to-
accessible through any device takes their ability to connect
Horizon
people
Worlds on
to a new
web
level.
is going to
This is gonna be
rival
the
VR
first way
chat
a
and
lot
Rec
of people
Room.
around the world experience a virtual world.
For sure. And while the web doesn't give the full VR experience, it opens it to an entirely new population of developers, creators, and
Dude,
people.
Absolutely.
you guys,
We want everyone to be able to have the most
We can
immersive
do,
experience. But it's gonna be a
Horizon Worlds
while
community
before there
nights
are
and people
enough
without
headsets
VR
out
can
there.
still go with
so this
us.
is a huge
Oh
step
my
for helping people
gosh,
experience it for
no.
themselves.
Especially when we think about creators. For people and businesses building virtual worlds, this means your potential audience will become so much bigger. Right now, there's a growing metaverse
Oh my
economy
gosh, I'm getting
that only
chills.
VR users can access. That's about to change.
Web
And when you see something amazing in a virtual
Worlds.
world, you'll also be able to capture and share it, just like you would if you were in the physical world.
Yeah, this is actually a place where Meta's apps are going to play a huge role. We have these deep ecosystems for creators to connect with audiences and share their work. And virtual worlds will become just another place where great content
What the
can be
fuck?
made.
What is
We're
it?
now testing a way for you to take a video in Horizon Worlds
Oh
and
my
easily
God,
share it
what?
straight to Instagram as a reel. This will be one of the very early connections between Meta's apps and Horizon Worlds. And there'll be a lot more to come.
There's Robert.
We're also connecting some of the best creators on Instagram with some great builders in Horizon Worlds to see what
You
kinds
can
of things
share
they can
reels
make
directly
together.
from Horizon. Oh my
So
gosh,
keep
you
your
guys,
eyes on
I
the feed
can't.
for that.
So the ways people can
freaking out.
experience these virtual spaces are evolving fast. But the tools you need to actually build them also matter. And so we've got some great news for creators here too.
This is another big expansion in what's possible. It used to be that you had to build everything in headset. And now we're seeing some incredible worlds being built by everyday users outside of VR in Creta, a game and world building platform available on Facebook.
We're expanding the creative toolkit beyond VR too. You'll be able to use TypeScript, a powerful scripting language, to make more dynamic and interactive worlds. And we're making it so you'll be able to import tri-mesh items into Horizon Worlds and build parts of your world using 3D
Cool.
content creation tools like Maya, Blender, and Adobe Substance 3D.
These are high quality tools that professionals use
oh my
to build in
gosh.
3D. And one of the main benefits of supporting them is the graphics quality they produce. Now, it will take a while to integrate all of these tools, but the result will be things looking a whole lot better.
What do you mean, math?
This is one of the most
foodies?
important pieces. We started with simple graphics, and we're doing a ton of work to meaningfully improve how Horizon will look and feel over the next year. The metaverse needs to feel inspiring.
There's some really awesome stuff coming here. We're working with Epic Games to bring Creative Commons licensed content from the Sketchfab library to Horizon Worlds.
No way.
Our ultimate goal is for the metaverse to feel
No
just
way.
like any other social experience, big
They are-
or small.
They are
So
going
the
after
virtual spaces
Neos.
you build and share don't always need to be huge worlds that are open to everyone. And one thing we're thinking about a lot is your home in the metaverse.
Right.
Oh my
there
gosh.
are public spaces for
No.
everyone. But it's just as important
Hang
to think
on.
about the personal spaces that are yours. Your home in the metaverse should be
we
accessible
have
no matter what
customizable
device you're
homes?
using. And it should be a social space where you can invite your friends no matter what devices they're using. And you should feel the same level of comfort and ownership as you do in your home in the physical world.
That's right, and this means that nobody should enter without your permission. You're
Okay,
in
that's
control
fine.
of who stays and leaves and what's said in these spaces. is
Customizable homes?
But you
Come
can also
on.
share them if you want. Here's what this personal space looks like right now.
Customizable homes.
So
I can
ideally,
invite my
it's like the
friends.
physical world. Your personal space is where you
Oh,
should feel
man.
most like you.
This is all great stuff. Thanks, Vishal. And I can't wait to see what's next.
Oh gosh, that got me so hyped. I thought we were gonna have customizable homes, but yeah, they're going after.
The social
Oh,
platform of VR is still
Okay.
taking shape. At the other end of the
Okay.
spectrum, you have probably the most
that
established
was a
part
cool
of the ecosystem,
transition.
gaming. So let's talk more about all the incredible things happening in that space. Here's Melissa Brown, our head of developer relations. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Boz. And hi to everyone joining us for Connect. This part of the VR ecosystem is truly thriving. It feels like every week developers ship another amazing game for Quest 2. Titles like Little Cities, Golf Plus, or Red Matter 2, which
Red
look
Matter 2!
beautiful and are so
I'm gonna
much
go
fun
up.
to
My neck
play.
hurts.
If you want an example of just how fast this platform is growing, take a look at The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners from Skydance Interactive. It's now surpassed $50 million in revenue on
No.
Quest alone, nearly double its revenue
What?
from all other platforms.
Dang, they're
Or look
loaded.
at Zenith the Last City from Ramen VR. It took only 24 hours
You
for it
guys,
to
we need
make
to build a
its
game.
first
Who wants
million
to
in
build a game
revenue
with
on the
me?
Quest store.
1 million
And
in
Resident
24
Evil
hours?
4 from Capcom and Armature Studios made 2 million its
24
first day.
hours?
Blade
Yo,
and
who wants to
Sorcery
make a
Nomad from
game?
Warp Frog made its first million in just
Oh,
2
wow.
days. A number of other devs have also done so in as little as 3 days.
This kind of velocity is why I'm so optimistic about the future for VR developers. To date, $1.5 billion has been spent on games and apps in the Quest store. And it's hard to believe when you see what's
Wait,
already dropped
did you
this
say
year.
1 billion?
But there's so many more still to come. And today we're going to share a few of them with you. What are you most excited about, Melissa?
How about
Games.
we start with a trailer from the latest team to join Oculus Studios?
Oh my gosh, what is it? I'm getting goosebumps. What is it?
Your past has caught up with you.
Why'd
Camouflage.
you stop selling weapons?
Oh my gosh. No. 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 Is it Iron Man?
I want to change the
Is it
world.
Iron Man? Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you seeing that? Red's like having a right next to me.
Look alive out
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I love Iron Man.
The world needs you, Tony.
Oh.
The world needs Iron Man.
Shit, my controller. Oops.
Marvel's Iron Man VR has been one of those dream projects
Holy
for us. We've been fans since it launched, and we could not be more
We can do the
excited for
same
the
one from
talented
the
teams
PlayStation.
at Camouflage and Endeavor One to bring the game to MetaQuest 2 this November, along with our partners at Sony
You guys,
Interactive
I'm freaking
Entertainment
out.
and Marvel Entertainment. Next is the multiplayer phenomenon, Population 1, which is evolving in a big way this December, with the debut of Population 1 Sandbox, a
Aw.
robust, user-generated map creator. You can take the action anywhere, limited only by your imagination. A moon base, a Viking village, or a fight with swords in
That
zero
is so
G.
cute.
If you're not a creator, no worries. You can discover and play through new or featured community maps with your friends.
Dude, that's
The team at
awesome.
Big
That
Box
is
VR
awesome.
is excited to bring endless replayability to Population 1.
That looks awesome. I'm pumped for the next title, though.
Yes, calling all crewmates. You know you've been
Oh my
waiting
gosh.
for an Among Us
Yay!
VR release date
Yay!
ever since it was announced at the Game Awards. Well, wait no longer. Inner Sloth, Robot Teddy, and Shell Games
Oh my gosh,
will release
look!
Among Us VR for ages 13
Oh my
plus
gosh,
on
look!
MetaQuest 2
Yo.
on November 10th.
Yo.
And
Yo.
pre-orders open
Oh, that is
today.
sick.
Soon you'll be betraying friends from a first-person perspective.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what date? Oh my, I was like, I blinked out. God, I was just so confused. Yeah! 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 November 10! Let's go!
Next title is also fun. but in a more terrifying way. It's time to check the itinerary for our upcoming trip to New Orleans.
Now, we promised folks the next installment in the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners series would be out later this
The most
year.
stressful game
Let's
ever.
take a look at Skydance Interactive's Chapter 2, Retribution.
So stressful.
Well, look at you, tourist. The living getting more desperate. Guess you ain't the only one who thrives on creating havoc. Gonna take nothing short of a miracle to survive what's coming. Wherever the tourist goes, death ain't far behind.
Dang. December 1st. I was expecting
It's
that to come
2 years in the
October.
making, and new faces, places, weapons, gear, and loot await you as you head towards a final showdown that will decide the fate of New Orleans.
All right, and we have one more to show, right?
Right. Our friends at Skydance have also been working on something new. Here is your first sneak peek.
What is it? What is it? What is it? A brutal new. Okay. Behemoth? What's Behemoth? I've never heard
This is
of
only
this.
possible because of the developers on this journey with us. It's a testament to the things that you've built and the people you've delighted and inspired with your work. You continue to push the boundaries of what's possible time and
Sophia.
again,
What
and you show us that there's a lot more
I don't
ground to
know.
break.
What?
When we
What
launched the
is
original Quest in
Behemoth?
2019, we could not have imagined that just a few years later, we'd have games like Red Matter 2 and Medal of Honor Above and Beyond running on a mobile chipset. But you've made it happen.
I love Red Matter
Pass-through
too.
modes and apps showed us the early promise of mixed reality. And we're so excited to see how you will revolutionize this space the way that you did with VR.
Totally. And the best
Aw, hi,
experiences
Sophia.
also incorporate some kind of unique movement, which brings a really different dimension compared to our other gaming platforms.
What next? Wait. What is it? Stop trying to trick me.
That's been the key to fitness apps, which have turned out to be some of the best
Biking at
experiences you
work?
can have in virtual reality. Developers have hit on the winning combination of a physical workout and the virtual immersion of a headset to make something completely new.
Oh my gosh,
and
what is
people
it?
love
What is it? Is it a Peloton? But for Quest? Like, what is it?
That leg.
Oh, they're just showing workouts. Yeah, okay, well, I've been doing this. This isn't new, unless you have something new. By the way, I love FitXR. FitXR is so fun, especially the HIIT workouts. So good.
Users globally return to Quest 2 for fitness every month, and VR fitness apps can be just as intense as a regular workout. They're great for when you can't get outside or want to get in a quick session in between activities.
Fun
Some
fact,
of the
I
stories
played
coming
Beat
out of the
Saber
fitness
last night.
community are just awesome. One
And
of my
audio
favorites
trip.
is Linda, a
So I can
grandmother
get
of
to the gym.
7.
When my son came home with a Quest, I fell in love with it the moment I put the headset on.
So sweet.
When I first opened the app for Supernatural, the scenery is just so beautiful. You're just moving to the music. I was having fun. I
What's
was
up, Ruben? Okay, I will say
moving with a purpose.
I will
gave
say
me
Supernatural
purpose to move.
has been huge for bringing in like Gen X and
Deliberate
boomers
fitness
into
apps
VR.
enjoy remarkable retention.
So that's what I
think
love
it's
about
because they're
Supernatural.
fun, and you have the support of real communities out there, cheering each other on.
There are a lot of VR
You
titles
like
that bring
jogging?
the burn, such as Les Mills Body Combat, FitXR, and Supernatural. And they're always getting better, bringing on new instructors, classes,
I
and
tried
moves.
Les Mis Body
Speaking of
Combat,
which, at
but
the
it
end
was
of this month, Supernatural is launching knee strikes to better activate your
No.
core and work your lower body.
Yo, they're doing knee tracking now? You're doing knee tracking?
That's right. People are going to be pumped for that one. Now we've
Oh,
got one
wow.
more fitness experience that's making the move from
They're not just
App
doing
Lab.
hand tracking,
Get
they're
your
doing
jump shot
freaking
ready
knee
because
tracking.
gym class is coming to the Quest store later this fall.
Let's do this.
This is gonna be interesting. I wonder how basketball is going to feel in VR. I guess it makes sense, but don't you need to like run? So that part's gonna be weird.
Shoot!
The shooting part makes sense. The running part
run it back.
seems hard.
My jump shot is most definitely not ready, but I can't wait to try. In fact, I think I've tried pretty much every fitness app out there. And one thing you learn
Very
is that when
weird
you work out in
basketball.
VR, you're gonna work up a sweat.
So to help people
Especially with
stay
my VR
active
treadmill.
with confidence while keeping their headsets clean, later this month, we're releasing the Meta Quest 2 Active Pack, available online in the Meta store on October 25th. This is our fitness accessory bundle
What's
with a
different with
wipeable
it?
facial interface, wrist straps, and adjustable knuckle straps to provide the perfect combination of comfort and control.
So it's pretty
People
much
have also
what's
been
already in the
building some
market
really
from
neat
third
fitness
parties.
accessories for
Nothing
Quest,
new.
like extension grips and custom handles. It's great to see this secondary market emerging. And this is just the beginning. As part of the Made for Meta program, formerly Oculus Ready, we're working with leading hardware makers to bring more accessories to Quest starting next year.
Yes,
More
there's more we can
accessories
do
to
to unlock
Quest.
the power of the platform for fitness overall.
Okay.
This year, we shipped one of the features a lot of you were asking for: fitness tracking
Does
on the
anyone
Meta Quest
use
companion
Move,
app and
honestly?
the health app on iOS.
We've seen how important these kinds of foundations are for developers. And we know fitness is a space with a ton
I've
of
not
opportunity
used
right
Move.
now.
Maybe I
So
should
this
try it.
fall, we're releasing the Fitness API Beta for select developers. It lets people
cool.
share real-time fitness data and unlock things like custom stats or new levels based on the progress that they're making.
And in case you're the kind of person who needs some external motivation, next year
Maybe
we're also
even
releasing a new
cheaper.
way
No.
to share your fitness progress with selected friends, so they can support you along the way.
That's sweet. Do you think real VR fishing counts as an upper body workout?
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's interesting
But
that
it's
they're
so
pushing
exciting
Quest
to
2
watch
so
fitness
much
find
still.
its footing on Quest. When you can tie physical interaction and digital objects together, the possibilities are really endless. They extend way beyond fitness. This is only the first step.
It sure is. Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks, Boz.
As you've seen so far, you can have a lot of fun in VR. You can hang out with friends, do a workout, play a game. Sometimes you can do all three at once. But you can also get work done.
Okay, here we go.
And while
Is it
games,
out already?
social,
Is
and
the
fitness
stream-
are already
is
here,
our stream late?
work is really the next major category of experiences that we want to unlock to bring VR to the next level.
I love these transitions that they did in Horizon Worlds, though. That's nice.
And if we're talking about work, well, let's get my boss back in the picture. Hey, Mark.
Hey, you know, the potential here is pretty huge. You know, like a lot of companies, we're
Interesting.
planning for a
Mark
future where
seems
work
less
is more
robotic
distributed.
than usual.
But as in-person work ramps up, we want everyone to have the ability to feel like they're present, even if they're not physically
Uh-oh,
there.
my hand's in the
And
way.
there are definitely things that could improve the way that distributed teams actually work together.
I mean, no doubt. There are parts of being around other people that you just can't replace with video calls. It's true for hanging out with friends, too. And it's true for work.
Yeah, I mean, the feeling of presence that you get from VR, even today, can already be better than video chat. The clearest benefit is for communication itself, but it's also great for creative work that's best done in a shared space. Companies are already discovering that VR is uniquely good for this type of stuff.
I mean, it's amazing what's already being done. For example, companies are using VR to plan large-scale in-person events. At Logitech, they used
Aw,
Shapes
that's
XR,
cool.
a collaborative creation app on Quest,
That's so cute.
to quickly explore different kinds
Aw,
of
I'm a
layouts,
fan of this.
different designs together in real time.
That's
Yeah, I
adorable.
mean, this is where VR just lets you do things that aren't even possible on a 2D screen.
It's a whole new kind of creative tool. Puma and New Balance have been designing shoes in VR using Gravity Sketch, one of my favorite 3D design apps
That
on
is
Quest 2.
very cool, actually.
Novartis uses Nano, a VR molecular design and collaboration app in their drug discovery workflow. And ITC, a part of the United Nations,
This is
are
very
running
cool.
trainings and workshops in Arthur, a virtual office space on Quest 2.
Yeah, you can really collaborate at a distance and in a completely new way here.
Shoes,
And
yeah.
there's a lot more that we can do to unlock this for teams across
Here we
all
go.
kinds of industries.
Here
we
we
built
go.
Horizon Workrooms as a first step towards a virtual office in the metaverse. You know, it feels more like being there than any video call. You see more of people's body language, and the spatial audio gives you a sense of each person's place in the room. And you can have side conversations with the people sitting next to you or gesture without physically being there together. It's hard to fully wrap your head around this until you get to experience it.
We've been holding a bunch of our team meetings and workrooms over the last year, and it's amazing how much better it can be. There's just something magical about creating that feeling of being around people. Once you've experienced it, you know it's the future.
So we're continuing to improve the Workrooms experience, and starting early next year, you're going to be able to join workrooms through Zoom too. We're also introducing breakout groups. So
That's cool.
your team can shift from a big group presentation into smaller discussions in the same room. And with sticky notes for whiteboarding, you're going to be able to have group discussions and brainstorm in ways that you just can't do on
Time to
video
have my
alone.
meetings with my mods.
We're also working
in
on a new
workrooms.
feature to import and review 3D models in a workroom.
That's cool.
Which is going to be really helpful for design and architecture and all kinds of other creative work.
We want this to be more than virtual meeting rooms. It's about the beginning of a virtual office in the metaverse. And that's why we're launching your personal office and workrooms today.
So this is where you can focus and get things done. One of the best things about VR is that you can create environments
Remote
that go
work from
beyond
home
what's possible
forever.
in the physical world. And of course, that goes for productivity setups too. So you have instant
Work.
access to your perfect workspace that's set up just how you want, no matter where you are.
So you might only have a 13-inch laptop in your physical space. But in your virtual office, you can line up 3 huge monitors. This is great at home or at work, and even better when you're traveling. Eventually, we think your Quest could be the only monitor that you'll actually need.
Oh,
That'll
that's
be
my
awesome.
hope.
You know, we're still early in the shift to working in the metaverse, but the way people can collaborate in workrooms shows that there's an opportunity for a VR headset designed from the ground up to be great for work, as well as playing games and hanging out. All right, Boz, I think it's time. What do you think?
Oh, it's definitely time. Take it from here, Mark.
All right.
I know everyone doesn't like work, but this allows us to work from home and remote forever,
So
and
this
that's
is
a
an
big deal.
important moment. Virtual reality isn't some obscure hobby. Developers to the most established tech companies are getting into this space. But for
Okay,
virtual
here's the big
reality
news.
to really reach its full potential, we need to get to the point where the 200 million
Movement
people who
legs.
buy new PCs each year for work can do some or all of their work even better in the metaverse. At Meta,
New
we're focused on
headset.
building the fundamental
New
technology
headset.
that will help bring the metaverse to life. Whether that's in virtual reality, augmented reality,
New
or the
headset.
social presence layer across both. What if you could collaborate with colleagues as if you were right there together, even if you were far apart? What if you have that perfect work setup and tools to design new things integrated right into the world around you? What if you could overlay your work and the people you're interacting with right on top of the physical world?
Yes.
This device would help you be more present, more
Overlay.
productive,
Augmented
more you.
reality.
So to deliver this,
Hey.
you need better quality graphics and tech that seamlessly works in both virtual and physical worlds. So you can interact with people around you, be fully immersed when you want, and flow between states effortlessly. You need something comfortable with much richer ways to communicate. Technology that lets you do things that aren't possible with a laptop and go far beyond what you can do on a phone. And you'd need to be able to really express yourself, react to things naturally,
Okay, fine,
show up
come
in a
on,
way that
come
feels
on, come on,
authentic
come
to
on.
you. I think that this is one of the most exciting technical challenges of our generation. Building technology to deliver that feeling of really being present with people, really
He's sure
being in
drawing
another
this out,
place.
isn't he?
Yeah.
So we've taken everything we've learned from Quest 2 and designed an all-new headset to do just that. This is Meta Quest Pro.
Oh, everyone was right. It's a Meta Quest Pro. Oh boy. Wow. Premium comfort. Oh, I love how they showed that. Yo, this is some next level advertisement. Like this is like Apple level video reveal.
Quest Pro is the first in our new line of advanced headsets, built to expand what's possible in VR. It takes what people love about
1500?
Quest
Yeah, let's
2
find out.
and adds
How
a
much is
bunch
it?
of new
I think
technologies to
1500
help you do
sounds about
more
right.
in the metaverse. It's made
Wait
for
for this guy.
collaboration and creativity.
Kevin in VR.
It delivers more expression and a deeper feeling of connection than any other technology. With mixed reality built in, it lets
I
you
love
do
the
things that
reactions.
just haven't even been possible before.
Oh my gosh.
It's
this
all
so
in
cute.
a
Everyone's
beautiful
sharing. I'll
design
share with y'all.
that's comfortable to wear. So whether you're looking to work in a new way, or if you just want the very best experience that's available today, Quest Pro sets the standard. So to
It
get
looks
into the
just like all
details,
the
let's
leaks.
check in with Angela Chang, who leads our Quest
Literally
product
looks like
team.
all the leaks.
And since this is a big day, let's go somewhere a bit special.
Where are we going?
This is the new Quest Pro home environment. When you put on your headset for the first time, this is where you'll be. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Mark.
Oh my god!
All right, you finally get to show everyone what was in
Wait,
that
this is so
briefcase at
cute.
last year's Connect.
Finally, I'm so
here's
thrilled we get to
purple.
bring
Cute.
Quest Pro to everyone. We have completely reimagined the VR headset as a powerful
look at your
device
earrings,
for
adorable.
productivity, creative work, and multitasking.
Yeah. I
Quest
love this
Pro
Kevin
is our
guy. He's so
sleekest form
excited. Look
factor
at him.
yet, with a super thin set of lenses at the front and our first ever curved cell battery at the back to give it
Curved
a
cell
perfect
battery.
balance.
Yeah, it feels great from the moment that you put it on.
Right. We wanted to ensure a seamless transition from the physical world to the virtual. So our new headset design with its open periphery lets you see the physical room you're in. You can quickly jot down a note, grab something on your desk, or just be aware of what's happening around you. But you can also use Quest Pro's
What's
magnetic
the
light
price?
blockers for a more immersive experience whenever you like.
We've also
Okay,
redesigned the
so the
whole
sides are
optical
open
stack
to the
make
real
it better
world,
than anything we've
so
shipped
it's easier to
before.
collaborate
the new
and not
pancake
be
lenses
completely
work by
isolated.
folding light over several times and let us make the display 40% thinner compared to Quest 2.
The new
That's so
lenses
cool.
aren't just thinner, they also put more pixels in the center, giving you sharper, clearer visuals, which makes reading text a whole lot easier.
Yeah, and the
yes.
LCD displays have 37% more pixels per inch than Quest 2. And thanks to our new local dimming technology, 75% more contrast, and richer and more vibrant colors that just make
I know.
VR even more engaging. This is also our first device to use the new Snapdragon XR2 Plus
Two
processor
plus?
that we worked on
There's
with Qualcomm.
a plus?
It's optimized for VR, so Quest Pro runs at 50% more power with better thermal dissipation, which gets a significantly better
Better
performance.
thermal dissipation.
And
I
this is
love
the
it.
first new chip from our deep partnership with
That
Qualcomm.
means it won't get as
And
hot.
don't forget, the touch controllers are also new.
Yeah, the controllers are now basically their own computers, which is a bit ridiculous. We've re-engineered them to track themselves and also work a bit more like extensions of your hands.
Yeah, the new sensors track their position in 3D space all on their own without using the headset.
Nice.
So you can get a full 360-degree range of motion. And they
Yeah,
include
that's
our new
that's
True
so
Touch
good for Beat
haptics,
Saber.
which give a wider and more precise range of
Oh.
feedback effects.
So when you pick them up, they also
Yes,
feel a
new
lot more
haptics on the
balanced and natural in your
controller,
hands
yes.
without that LED ring.
You can even add a stylus tip on the controllers, turning them into tools for writing or sketching. You can try this on the whiteboard in workrooms, where you just flip them around
gonna
and
be like a
write
really
directly against your own
fat
physical
pen.
desk.
Yeah, it's a good example of how this device unlocks entirely new things, like much better collaborative and creative virtual meetings.
Speaking of meetings, we also thought a lot about how to help you keep the headset charged and ready to go the moment you get an incoming call or just want to get something done. So we're including an all-new charging dock that fits great on your workspace and keeps both the headset and controllers charged at the same time.
Wait, that's a great design.
Another key technology for
Everything's
enabling
so
collaborative
enclosed
meetings
and
virtually is mixed
compact.
reality, where we have to account for both the physical and digital elements in the environment.
Yeah, being able to blend the world around you with the virtual world and bring all the creative and expressive power of digital to your physical surroundings.
So the sides
this
are
is a
open,
big step
but they
forward.
have these things
Mixed reality
that
is
stick
going to
onto
power
it
some
called
of the
light
most interesting
blockers, and
experiences
then it
you can
makes
have with
it
Quest
close
Pro.
all the way around.
It's the next
so it's,
major step for VR
can do both.
and an important milestone on the path to building the metaverse.
We began the journey to mixed reality when we released Presence Platform, our family of AI-powered tools that help developers build VR experiences that incorporate the physical world.
Yeah, they said that.
We built mixed reality
really
into
briefly
our
mentioned,
SDKs for
but-
Quest 2 to make it easy for
It's
developers
both.
to start experimenting. But these experiences are so compelling that you really want a device that's designed from the ground up with them in mind.
Oh, it's Karen.
Absolutely. Quest Pro uses high-resolution cameras that capture 4 times as many pixels as Quest 2, and an additional RGB camera to turn
Aw.
pass-through
I
into
follow all
full
these
color,
people on Instagram.
along with a depth system made to understand your environment and work with it.
Yeah,
That
you
is
can
so
see
cute.
the people
I
around
don't know
you,
this
and with
person.
scene understanding
I
and
don't know who he
anchoring,
is.
objects in your room can become part of the virtual experience.
I'm so
This
excited
is
for
gonna
mixed
unlock some
reality,
really
color,
interesting new
mixed
uses.
reality.
And this is just the beginning for mixed reality. As more developers
Oh,
explore
man,
the
I'm
capabilities and
stoked.
presence platform, you're going to see entirely new categories of things getting built.
Definitely. Another big part of Quest Pro is how much more expressive you can be.
What's the price?
You can see here how people's
really trying to
avatars
sell us
reflect
on
their
this.
expressions and
420 is the
reactions.
price.
This makes your shared social experiences so much stronger. It's powered by our Movement
Aw.
SDK, our newest addition to
Yes.
Presence Platform.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh, the expressions!
Movement
I'm so
SDK
excited.
enables avatars to mimic expressions in
I
real
have
time
such an
using
expressive
Quest Pro's
face.
inward-facing cameras.
And
I'll make
this is
faces at
really
everybody
important for
in
that feeling of
Horizon
social
World and see what
presence.
happens.
When we communicate, all our nonverbal expressions and gestures are often even more important than what we say. And the way we connect virtually needs to reflect that too. Just think about all the little things you pick up when you're with other people,
Yo.
like the moment that they begin to break into a smile, or when they raise
I'm
their
so
eyebrow
excited to
as
make
someone
faces
says
at
something
everybody
interesting.
in
Your
VR.
avatar should
I'm
be
gonna
able
make
to
faces at
express
every
all of that and
person
more.
ever.
Today, our avatars rely on spatial audio and immersive graphics to help create a sense of social presence. But facial expressions and body language will be total game changers for remote meetings and virtual
Body
performances
language?
in the metaverse. This is another reason
Oh,
why
just like
Quest
in the
Pro
face?
is a big step forward for communication, including for work. More people work in distributed teams now, and being able to share a space with your coworkers and feel like you're really together is something
I don't
that's
wanna cry. This is
still
so
missing.
cute.
We spoke a bit before about how workrooms on Quest 2 is already unique for virtual meetings. It's going to be even more powerful when people's avatars can show more of their facial expressions and body language.
Yeah, one of the challenges for distributed work is how to bring people together to interact in a shared space. If a few people are in a conference room and a few more are dialing in, the experience is just never really that great. So we're building a better way, using everything Quest Pro brings to the table. And we call it Magic Room. It lets you meet in mixed
Okay.
reality and share the same space. You can use a whiteboard, bring in 3D objects. Everyone is present and has the same tools, whether they're in full VR or in mixed reality. We think that this will help hybrid teams collaborate, and we're hoping to ship this next year. Now,
Wait,
these are
that's
just
so
some of the
cool.
things that are going to be possible with Quest Pro. This is a high-end device designed for work and for people who want the best experience that we can
sweating.
build today. We're really excited to get this into your hands. And it's
Price,
available
price.
for pre-order starting today for $14.99, and it
Dang,
ships
everyone was
on
right.
October 25th.
1,500. Yeah,
we built
that
Quest
is
Pro to be the
premium.
best device we could make for getting things done. And our hope is to use this product to introduce some of this new technology so that we can get it into our consumer devices over the coming years.
Told ya, how
But
did
what
you
you
know?
can see here is the start of a whole new way of working in the metaverse. This will go beyond VR because people work on all sorts of devices. And you should be able to collaborate and feel present with anyone no matter where they are or what device they're using.
We've updated workrooms so you can join a
at that
virtual
guy.
office
I
from
love that
whatever
guy.
supported device you're on and still get some of that feeling of social presence in the shared space. It's also going to work
I
with
know,
Meta's other
right?
main work products, Workplace and Portal, to create a unified digital office we think can make distributed
Ooh.
work so much better.
And we're not the only ones
price
who are
is
optimistic
expensive.
about
That
the
is
future
very
of work in the
pricey.
metaverse.
I have
Over
a lot
the
of
last year,
things to
we've
say
been working
after
with
this is
dozens
over.
of partners to
I'll
create
come do
new
a face-to-face
experiences for
chat.
people who are
I have a
looking
lot
to
to
get
say.
things done in VR and beyond.
At Connect last year, we spoke about the potential for creative people to work in true 3D. And next year, we're going to have a great option for that. Autodesk is updating their collaborative design
Aw,
review app
Autodesk.
to take advantage of the new possibilities unlocked by the Quest Pro.
And Adobe is also working to help people get more done in VR. Next year, they'll begin releasing a suite of apps for professional
Okay,
3D
I'm kind of sad
creators,
because
designers,
I
and
used to
artists.
be a
From
design
collaborative
engineer. Like
design
I used to
reviews
spend a lot of
Substance
time on
3D
not
modeler
this,
using
but on like
Quest Pro's
SolidWorks and
controllers.
stuff and like AutoCAD.
And there's one more partnership
And I'm like,
that I want
man,
to
I wish I
highlight
had
today
this
that I
back
think is
when I
going to
was
be
a
really
designer.
important to the
It'd
future
have been
of
so
the
helpful.
metaverse.
Yeah, I know you got a special guest lined up to talk about this one, so I'll leave you to it. Have fun.
All right, yeah, I'm excited for this. Thanks, Angela. Microsoft has been at the heart of work
Oh
and
my gosh.
computing since the
What
earliest
about
days.
Microsoft?
And they're one of the
What
many
about
companies across our
Microsoft?
industry that are now building the future of the metaverse. And as
Oh my
Quest
God.
Pro makes new kinds of
Okay.
work possible in VR, I'm really excited to be able to work with them. So to talk more about this, I'm here with Microsoft's chairman and CEO, Satya Nadella. Hi, Satya.
Hi, Mark. It's great to be here with you, and
Facebook,
congrats on the
Microsoft.
MetaQuest Pro.
Thanks. I'm glad we can finally share this with the world. Now, we knew early on that we wanted this to be a great device for getting work done. And working with
Okay.
Microsoft is a big part of making that happen. Do you want to share a little bit more about what we're working on together?
Sure. I mean, as you said, at Microsoft, we're incredibly excited about the metaverse and how digital and
Microsoft
physical worlds are
Word?
coming together
Excel?
and transforming everything from telehealth to remote maintenance to gaming, and of course, the way we do work. We're taking an approach to ensure that our software can benefit users on all their favorite devices. And that's why I'm so thrilled about what we're announcing today and how we're bringing together the power of many of our most popular productivity tools with the new VR devices you're announcing.
Yeah, so the main reason that we're in this space is that we think that VR can be very powerful for social connection. And with the Quest Pro, we want to bring more of that into the work context as well, where Microsoft already has some incredibly successful
Microsoft
products
Office
in the market.
Suite.
So why don't we start
Quest.
there?
That's-
Absolutely,
or
Mark.
on Quest Pro.
Microsoft
That's cool.
Teams is the most ubiquitous advanced
You
platform
just
for
want
work today, and
Bolab?
it's becoming essential.
Monopoly. What do
to
you
help
mean?
hundreds of millions of people meet, call,
Monopoly in
chat,
what way?
collaborate, and do business. And so we're clearly going through a once-in-a-lifetime change in how we work, and every organization today is looking for new ways to reconnect, re-energize their workforce at home, in the office, and everywhere in between. And that's why we are bringing Microsoft Teams immersive meeting experience to MetaQuest in order
I
to
don't
give
care about
people new
Microsoft
ways to
Teams.
connect with each other. You can connect,
I've never
share,
really used it.
collaborate as though you were together in person. And in the future, you'll be able to use other avatars, including meta avatars, in immersive experiences in Teams
Facebook
meetings
and
too.
Microsoft. Well, let's wait
Just
till
think
Apple
about
gets
how
into the
powerful
game, right?
whiteboarding or brainstorming or even Teams meetups can be in this space.
Another piece of this is that we're working on enabling Horizon workrooms for Teams. So people will be able to join a Teams meeting directly from workrooms. And we think that this kind of cross-device, cross-screen experience will be the foundation of the virtual office of the future.
My hands going crazy
But
'cause
this
I'm
goes
not using
beyond
them.
Teams. Another big piece of your work platform is coming to Quest, right?
No, that's absolutely
Yeah.
right. We've been thinking about
I'm
how
muted.
to bring the power of Microsoft 365 and Windows 365
Okay,
to
bye.
3D spaces
Bye,
to
drone.
really
Or I
help
guess we're gonna
drive
go see you
productivity
soon.
and enable you to create, communicate,
You're
and collaborate
ex-Microsoft?
in
Really?
completely new ways.
That's cool.
So
What
with
did you do
Microsoft
there?
365 coming to Quest, you'll be able to interact with sort of
You'll
content
be
from
stuck
all
with the
your
original
favorite
vibe much
productivity
longer.
apps, right? Whether it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, giving you even more flexibility in how you collaborate and get work done. And with Windows 365 coming to Quest, you'll have a new way to securely
I want
stream the
Ghostbuster, yes. So
entire
I'm happy
Windows
they announced
experience,
Among Us finally, so we have a
including
date.
all the
I
personalized apps,
have a lot to say.
content, settings
I have so
to
many
your
things to
VR
say.
device with the full power of Windows and Windows applications.
So this is going to be great for anyone who wants to build out their virtual office on Quest Pro. So you'll have a great Microsoft Teams experience through VR, a way to join Teams meetings and workrooms, and you'll have the whole
Lots of people
Microsoft
left. I guess no one wants to
365
hear about
suite
work.
available too.
A
And
lot of
for
people
bigger
left.
companies who want to roll out VR devices to their employees, we've also got some great news.
Yes,
me unmute
absolutely. Being
myself.
able to manage and secure all devices
Looks like
connecting
lots of
to your
people left.
network
They don't
is
wanna hear about
absolutely
work.
crucial for any business. And that's just as true for a VR headset as it is for a smartphone or a laptop. Azure Active Directory
Yeah, they're like,
and
we had the games,
Microsoft
we're
Intune
done.
in combination will
I don't even
support
know what Azure or
MetaQuest and
Intune is.
MetaQuest
I don't know
Pro.
what any of this
This
is.
means
You?
companies that want to provision these
I've only
devices
ever
can
heard
be
of,
confident that
Microsoft
all
Teams.
security
Yeah.
and management options
This,
that
like,
they
means
expect
nothing
from
to me.
PCs and mobile devices will carry over to VR.
Now,
That
there's one
$1,500
final
price
aspect
tag
of our
is kind of
partnership that I want to talk
but
about,
we
and that's
all knew
gaming.
that.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right, Mark. I'm really excited
Okay,
about gaming.
back to
When
gaming,
you
back to
step
gaming.
back,
Okay.
one
back to
thing
games.
we've learned is
Come back,
how
people.
immersive experiences in gaming can help create real community and connection. In fact, many people are already playing our most popular games like Flight Simulator and Minecraft in VR today.
Yeah.
And with xCloud
Oh my
Gaming, you can
gosh.
stream
What?
hundreds of games to any device, allowing you to connect with gamers in all
Microsoft
new ways,
Game
whether they're
Pass
right
on
next to you
Quest?
or sitting on the other side of the world.
Yo.
And we're partnering to bring the service to MetaQuest Store.
Does this mean we're gonna
You'll
be
be
able
able
to,
to
like,
play 2D
connect an
games
Xbox
with your
controller
Xbox
to our
controller
headsets?
projected
I
on
don't
a
know.
massive
I mean, I imagine so.
screen
Look,
on
it's
Quest.
inside.
It's early days, but we're excited for what's to come.
This is cool.
Who knows? The next
Wow.
time we talk,
Dude, they're
maybe, we'll be
really
playing
beefing
Flight
up
Simulator
Quest
together in VR.
Still.
I'm down for that. All right, thanks so
That
much for
is so
joining
cool.
us today,
I don't have a
Satya,
Game
and thanks
Pass.
for the
And who has a
partnership.
Game Pass? Can I
Thank
borrow
you,
yours?
Mark.
And there's another element of this relationship that we want to talk about today that's going to play a big part
I
in how
can't believe they
businesses
talked over that
begin
so fast.
deploying
That was so
VR.
important.
Accenture has spent the past few years
Like,
changing
you're
how
gonna be
they
able
work.
to use
They've
Windows
been rolling
from
out
inside,
new
like,
technologies like virtual
Windows
reality to their
requests,
workforce
Game
to
Pass
accelerate this
requests, okay.
shift. And they're helping other businesses
Dang,
make
Meta,
this
you're making me
change
like
too.
you.
In fact, they work with
They're doing
three-quarters
so
of the
much.
companies in the Fortune Global 500. So they have a pretty big impact on how many businesses
VR
work.
classrooms would be cool.
And now,
It'd be like Magic
Accenture's
School
chair
Bus.
and CEO, Julie Sweet, is going to join you to talk more about what's coming
I'm like
next.
standing.
Hey, Julie.
So long.
Hi, Mark. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. Accenture is one of the world's biggest employers, and you've been growing rapidly over the last few years.
It's been a transformative period for us. We now have more than 700,000 people around the world. Even prior to the pandemic, we
Interesting
were probably the
outfit.
largest global company with a truly remote workforce. And we saw the potential for new technology to support the way we work. So in 2019, we started
That's what
working with
everyone's saying.
Microsoft to imagine a virtual space where our people could get together. Obviously, this became even more important in 2020. And since then, we've deployed 60,000 Quest 2 headsets.
My knee just
And
cracked.
we have transformed our onboarding process, welcoming over
This is like
150,000
wait, I don't know
people
what you're
onto
trying to
our
get to.
virtual campus that we call the Nth
okay.
Floor,
Oh,
which we believe is the
shoot.
largest enterprise use
Wait,
of the
that's so
metaverse.
cute.
This provides a more dynamic immersion for our
Okay.
new team members.
I was like, she's
And
just
our
talking for forever,
research
but I don't know what
shows
she's
a
talking
is that
about.
far
alt
more
space?
memorable one.
I don't know.
People
What are they-
retain
what is
up
this
to
on?
a third more information when it's within an
Like, this
immersive
looks like alt
experience.
space avatar.
Watching
Yeah.
what you've been
Is
doing
it alt
at your
space?
scale has been impressive. And we think that working in the metaverse will
We
let you
should
do
actually
things that
we
aren't
should have an
possible
Nth
with
floor for
distributed teams
like our
today.
community.
And bringing together hardware, software, and
Let's
services.
Let's build one.
It's going to be the
All
first
right,
step.
friends, y'all want to
Absolutely,
build a
Mark.
VR with
We
jazz?
believe that the metaverse will
coffee shop or
not only
something?
change how people work,
jazz
it will
club.
also profoundly change
I'll leave that
every
to you and
part
Tribe
of
Grey
every
Wolf.
business. Reinventing
He's
how
too
you
busy with his
interact
own
with
community.
customers, what products and services you offer, how you make and distribute
That'd be
them,
cool. Yeah,
and
all of us
how
could
you
build it.
engage with your people, from employee onboarding and training to collaboration and personal productivity. And VR will play a huge role.
Yeah, VR has been especially useful for training, and that's going to get even better with mixed reality. And we're excited to work with you on more use cases and to talk about the next stage of our partnership.
We're excited too.
Well,
After what we've
that's
learned, we know
good
there's a
to
huge
really
opportunity for
hope
our
for.
clients. Now we'll be partnering with Meta and Microsoft to help businesses create new experiences in the metaverse at scale. This is a perfect trifecta. The advances
how
in
much of
Meta's
this is gonna
visionary
be
hardware and
exclusive to the
software,
Quest Pro.
coupled with the integration
Well,
with
the
Microsoft's market-leading
Game Pass looked like
technology,
well, they said it was on
and
Quest, and it
Accenture's
looked like it went
unmatched
to the Quest, so that's
expertise,
kind of cool.
bringing the best of tech to industry to
makes
create
sense.
practical,
Yeah, it had, like, the
real-world
Quest
uses
background.
and unlock
breezed over it so
tangible
fast.
I
value.
know, that's what I said. It
This
was
will be
like that was so important.
game-changing
Why did they
for
talk about that so
scaling the
fast? I
metaverse
feel
in the
like
enterprise.
that was something they should
The
have talked
future
about for a
work is
while.
starting now.
Yeah, we want our devices to be easy for companies of all sizes to buy, deploy, and use. Next year, we'll launch Quest for Business, which is currently in beta.
I'm hot.
It's a subscription bundle for Quest 2 and now
standing.
Quest Pro
And
that
all-
includes
I
a
have a bunch of
suite of
lights
features like
around
work
me.
accounts, device and application management, premium support, and more. Quest for Business
I, like,
will
don't
also
care.
unlock access to
Your computer does
integrations
too.
like we just announced with
No, my
Microsoft,
green
as well as
screen area
others
is
in the
real far
future.
from my computer.
It's going to be priced to suit the needs of different businesses, and we're going to be sharing more details over the coming months.
This is exactly what
Hunger
companies want
Game
and
vibes.
need to make the metaverse and VR for work a reality. As one of the largest users of Microsoft technologies and Quest 2 headsets
mean,
for business,
I'm personally
we've
excited
seen
for a lot of
firsthand
this
the impact on
business
how
stuff.
they can change the way you do business. And we're
Not that I
looking
do
forward
much
to
business
further integrating
now,
and
but
shaping
I
the
see
many
how
ways
helpful it is
enterprises
from like my
adopt them at
experience in
scale.
corporate.
This collaboration is a very exciting opportunity for our three companies to bring the future to life for enterprises, businesses, and our customers.
And this is just the start. This has the potential to accelerate the future of work for so many enterprises. Thanks so much for joining us, Julie.
Thanks, Mark.
Now, we've spoken a lot about how Quest Pro opens up new possibilities for work. But that's far from the only thing it's going to enable. You know, we can't wait to see what kind of experiences developers will be able to build with mixed reality. Take Beat Saber.
Okay.
It's already one of the most popular VR games of all time. And now imagine what it'll be like when you can turn wherever you are into a Beat Saber arena. So the
Aw.
Beat Games team put together a little demo.
Yay! Yeah, that's cool. That means I won't hit my walls as much, so I'll be able to see what's happening. Also, this mixed reality looks really good. Is that really what the mixed reality looks like? Because like the mixed reality on the Pico was a little bit warped looking. This looks pretty like straight on. My arms are going crazy again.
Now, this gives you a glimpse of what's possible. And because we want everyone
that
to
was
be able to
actual
create
footage.
things
Yeah,
for
I
the
hope that's
metaverse,
actual
not just
footage of the mixed
professional
reality, 'cause it
developers,
looked good.
we're working on creator tools as well. Hundreds of thousands of creators already use Spark AR to build AR effects on
Yeah,
Facebook and Instagram.
creators.
They have years of experience blending the physical and digital worlds,
Not
which is
really,
a
like,
core part of the
Am I a real
metaverse.
creator?
So starting today, we're giving creators the ability to build interactive 3D objects in Spark Studio and begin testing them in mixed reality
Cute.
with the Spark player. With virtual
Aw,
worlds
that's so
becoming
cute. That's
accessible
giving me
across all your
goosebumps.
devices, with Quest
I
Pro
am
bringing
so
mixed reality to
excited
the
about
world,
color
and with
mixed
the
reality
future of work
pass-through.
emerging in the metaverse,
Oh my gosh, AR
we
is
have
gonna
a
be
lot
so
to
cool.
build in the coming years. Now, to find out what's next on the roadmap, we're going to need to shift gears. So if you're joining us in VR, hold tight, and I'll see you in a second.
We are in VR. We're in VR. You guys, it's us. Wait, yeah, we finally got something special.
Hey,
Oh my gosh, wait.
we're here together in Horizon. And this is the first
Yeah.
time that we've done this at Connect.
Oh, his
And
avatar
this
so
is a
funny.
preview of our next generation of avatars.
Yeah, you don't look anything
They're
like
so
me.
much more expressive and detailed than anything else today, and they have this unique meta style to them. Now, it's a lot of work to build AI to auto-generate these for billions of
His
people,
face.
and then give everyone the tools to make sure
Aw.
that your avatar feels like your own. But I'm excited to start rolling these out later next year on phones, VR headsets, and more. Okay,
This is so interesting.
while I'm excited for this next generation of avatars, we are also seeing a lot of developers and partners building great experiences with our current generation of avatars as well. So now, let's meet up with Igarim, who leads our avatars work, to
Oh my gosh, that's
discuss
so
the
cool.
latest on our avatars and what you can do with them.
Oh man.
Hey, Igarim.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, want to update everyone on the latest with the avatars ecosystem?
Yes, we have so many exciting things going on. Our first milestone is making
hair.
it so you could use your
Wait, I
avatar
wanna see
across
what it looks
all
like.
of our
What do you look
apps
like?
and in
What do
VR.
you look like?
The new Meta Account Center, it already allows you to have one or multiple avatars. So you could show up however you want. And if you have one avatar you really like, you can now easily sync it across all the apps and in Horizon.
What apps?
Nice.
Which ones?
All right, let's talk a bit more about the integrations that we're building for the apps.
Oh,
You
there
can
go.
already see
There you go.
avatars showing up in stickers,
Aw, on the
stories,
stickers.
comments, and more across Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and in the future, WhatsApp. And we're working on bringing them more to life through animation and to more places, like, for example, Reels.
Oh, interesting.
We want you to be able to use avatars anywhere you
Y'all are
want to
gonna see
express
me in
yourself.
Avatar forever now.
And we're also bringing avatars to video chat.
That's right. Starting with Messenger and WhatsApp. If you want, you'll be
Interesting.
able to show up as an avatar. It's going to add a whole new dimension to
And I don't
video
have to
chat.
put makeup on
Yeah, I
anymore.
think avatars
Yeah.
and video chat are going to be like this third mode between video on and video off. You can
Just do
still
this.
express yourself and react, but you're not on camera, so it's kind of like
Then
a
you can
better
do this.
camera off mode.
Yeah, we're working on this now and expect to launch it next year.
And in virtual reality, there's already head and hand positions, so your avatar moves and sounds like you. And now we want to bring that to phones and computers too, using cameras and microphones. So if you wink at your phone, your avatar on your phone should wink too.
Interesting.
Making your avatar work across all kinds of devices
see
and
what she
apps
looks like.
truly
What do you
creates
look like?
continuity across experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to
Excuse me,
take your
excuse me.
avatar and virtual goods everywhere that you go.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, it's okay, over
There
here,
are already
thank you.
dozens of
That's
apps
so
on
nice of you,
Quest
thank
that
you.
support meta avatars. And we're building
Oh,
partnerships
her face
so
is
you
so
can use your
realistic.
avatar across lots of different experiences. And in fact, today we're announcing partnership with Zoom that will let you show up as your avatar on Zoom calls.
Oh my gosh, that's
So to make
sweet.
this easier, we're extending the Meta Avatars SDK to iOS and Android on Unity. And I'm also excited to share that the Meta Avatar SDK will soon support Unreal Engine and virtual reality too. These expansions will make it a lot easier for more developers to start building meta avatars into your apps.
Yes, we're testing this with a small group of partners now and
Interesting.
plan to release this more broadly next year.
Yeah, so right now, a lot of developers are building their own avatar systems since the tools that you can import are pretty basic. But over the next year or two, as all these new tools and styles become available, and as the hundreds of people that we have working on avatars keep improving the system, I just think that more and more developers are going to find building with our interoperable avatar stack will offer a much simpler and better experience. And speaking of making it easy to add new styles, we have some news about the Avatar Store too.
Uh-oh.
The Avatar Store is launching in VR later this year, so you'll be able to
Oh.
shop for virtual clothing in VR.
Interesting.
We're joining with a bunch of partners across sports, entertainment, and more.
Interesting.
You're going to start seeing a lot more of your favorite familiar brands. These integrations, they're going to be pretty awesome. Later this year, keep a lookout in the Avatar store for new outfit releases from Netflix.
Giving people
From
more ways to
Netflix?
express themselves through
They're
digital
partnering with
clothing
everybody.
will help kickstart the marketplace for interoperable digital goods. So if you buy a sweater, you're going to want to be able to wear that on your avatar no matter what app you're using. So we're going to see more creators, developers, and
I'm
brands
kind of excited.
experiment
I love
with this.
avatars. I love
And
having
beyond clothes, we're also improving
very
the core
expressive
avatars
avatar.
themselves across the whole family of apps.
Mark, I'm sure you've seen the new face shapes we introduced earlier this year, as well as cochlear implants,
Oh, that's sweet.
over-the-ear hearing aids, and wheelchairs.
Yeah, and we have some big improvements to representation coming too, with more options for body types as well as
Yay.
shaders for more realistic skin. There's one more feature coming soon that's probably the most requested feature on our roadmap. Legs.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Goddamn right.
Legs?
Legs! I know you've been
wanna
waiting for
jump.
I
this.
think everyone has been waiting for this. But seriously, the legs are hard, which is why other virtual reality systems don't have them either. And the perceptual science behind this is actually quite interesting. And we discovered early on that your brain is a lot more willing to accept a rendering of a part of you as long as it's accurately positioned. But if it's rendered in the wrong place, then it just feels terrible and it breaks the whole feeling of presence and immersion. So that's why we started off showing just controllers, but not your whole arms.
Yeah, if the system showed my elbow in the wrong place, it would feel like my arm was broken.
I know, but
Yeah,
we're looking at
but
our arms
as we
and
got
our
better at
elbows.
tracking
Is
and
it moving
predicting
the
your
right
arm
way?
position, then we can add your whole arms to the avatar stack in addition to your hands. And now we're doing the same with legs.
And now we're getting ready to launch the first full body avatars.
Yeah, so with standalone virtual reality
Legs.
headsets, understanding your leg position is surprisingly difficult because of occlusion. So if your legs are under a desk or if your arms block your view of them, then your headset can't see them directly and you need to build
Trackers?
an
Like
AI
what?
model to predict your whole body position.
And this really
What-
needs to
okay,
work
how-
reliably.
how are they gonna
so it
do
just
it?
feels natural.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to bring legs to Horizon first. And we're going to keep bringing them to more and more experiences over time as we improve our technology stack.
Okay.
And we will bring new tech that lets developers implement custom avatar actions and behaviors for the experiences they want to create. That's coming next year, too. And I'm looking forward to seeing what all of you will build.
All right. Thanks for stopping
So,
by,
will
Agram.
legs
We have
be
a lot to do,
available
so I'll see you in the
on
next review.
Quest
Great,
Also,
see ya.
or just Quest Pro, or what is happening?
Avatars are going to be central to how we express ourselves in the future. And this is a unique opportunity to build some really interesting things at the intersection of expression, social interaction, creation, and commerce. With Horizon Worlds and
Women's
Workrooms, we're already starting to see early glimpses of what this social metaverse could look like. Just check out some of the things that are happening already. Creators are building social spaces,
has to be wearing
like
some
the
type of
Soapstone Comedy Club,
Yeah, like I don't know how his
the
legs are
Stew,
moving.
a hip-hop recording studio, Nope World, and a whole lot
Imagine
more.
he's using like.
And
Flex.
as this social-first platform
Microsoft
takes shape,
does it.
we're thinking
Connect.
about the virtual space that you will call home. When you first put on your VR headset or open Horizon, you're going to land in your own personal space. Somewhere that you can design and decorate and make your
Yay,
own,
decorate.
invite your friends to hang out, get work done, or just relax and
Ooh.
use it to jump into any experience. All right, now let's take a look at what's next. With Quest Pro, our next generation
Aw, he
avatars,
left
and
us.
Horizon Worlds, we're making good progress on two of the most powerful windows into the metaverse. Virtual reality for full
Goodbye,
immersion,
Steve.
mixed reality for blending physical
Yeah, get
and
back up
virtual
here.
worlds. Looking towards the future, the last set of
Stand next to
experiences
you.
that need to get built is augmented reality, where you see digital objects overlaid perfectly on the world around you. Now, the fundamental technologies across the stack to build full augmented reality glasses are coming together. The waveguide displays, sensors, silicon, AI, and more.
What are they trying to
I've
say?
seen a lot of these pieces working in the lab, and it's awesome. Now, I think that this is some of the most amazing technology in existence right now, and it's going to be really neat to see it come together into products over the next few years. Other pieces are coming along nicely too, like our Spark software that's already being used by creators to build AR experiences that more than 750 million people engage with monthly in our mobile apps. And developers are going to be able to start building a lot more mixed reality experiences on the path to full AR using Quest Pro. Now, one thing that makes AR so hard is that the form factor needs to be something that you wear outside, around other people, and potentially all day long. And that's different from where VR is today. Glasses need to be relatively small to look and feel good. So we're approaching building augmented reality glasses from two different angles. The first is building out all the technology we need for full AR glasses and then working to fit it into the best glasses form factor we can. The second approach is starting with the ideal form factor and working to fit more and more technology into it over time. Now, we took our first step forward on this last year when we partnered with EssilorLuxottica to introduce Ray-Ban Stories.
So they're making, oh, hey, Raul.
Ray-Ban Stories are our first ever smart glasses. You can take photos and videos, share them to Instagram.
Is there an
listen to
announcement for
music,
the next
or
iteration?
even take phone calls.
Like
But what
proper
sets them
AR? Like
apart
what's happening?
is the design of these glasses that people already know and love. Now, this is just the first product to come from our partnership. And to talk more about what's coming, let's catch up with Rocco Basilico, the Chief Wearables Officer at EssilorLuxottica.
I was not
Hey, Rocco, great to see
expecting
you
AR
again.
glasses
Great
announcement
to be back,
here.
Mark. Ray-Ban Stories had a fantastic first year. With Meta, we introduced a beautiful pair of glasses with superpowers.
And we keep launching new software updates to make the product even
Yeah,
better.
they're tapping into
Soon
Apple,
we are
I know,
launching
right?
the ability to call or text on Ray-Ban Story with your existing
I'm
phone
just like-
number, so you can stay connected and stay in the moment hands-free. We are also rolling out Spotify
Oh,
Tap
okay, just updates.
Playback, so you can listen to music on your glasses more easily. You can tap
I
and
have
hold
my
on the
glasses, I
side
just
of your
don't use it
glasses
that
to
often.
play
I
Spotify.
should probably use it more.
And if you want to hear something else, tap and hold again, and Spotify will recommend something new.
And you also keep launching new designs.
That's kind of cool.
Yes, we have added more style, lens, and color combination, including transition lenses for all the use that go from clear to dark in seconds.
So this is the first product that we built together, but we've got bigger plans. So do you want to give a hint of where we're going?
Well, we are working together on a new set of glasses to build a portal to the metaverse. It's an exciting multi-year project.
And this is different from what we're already doing with Project Nazare.
We view our partnership with Meta as a deep long-term partnership. Together, we will help bring augmented reality to life with beautiful design.
All right, thanks, Rocco. I'm really grateful for our partnership.
So they are making AR glasses, like full?
A lot of the underlying technology
Was
for
that
the
what I
future of
heard?
Yeah, I
computing
think-
is still
I
in the
think they're
research
just bringing
phase.
more
But we
features
have
to the
working demos
Ray-Bans.
of this stuff, and it's pretty mind-blowing.
And more
it wouldn't be
That was very
Connect if we
big.
didn't share some of that with you. So let's start with one of the technologies that we think is going to be really important for the future. I've talked a lot about neural interfaces in our research on EMG before, and we now have a working demo that lets you control an AR or VR device with motor neuron signals.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Now, I'm not going to show you the headset this year, but here's what I'm
Can you
seeing
give us
while
a
I'm using this.
30% off code
Just
for
the
what?
gentlest flick of my thumb to check my messages.
Oh, a watch.
And with another quick movement, I can answer while I'm on the move,
Oh,
or I can even take a photo.
it's a
Now,
massive
the goal
watch.
here
those
is to make these
muscle
interfaces
tendon
faster,
Yeah.
higher
hand
bandwidth,
tracker
and a
type
lot
thing.
more natural.
Facebook is going, or I guess Meta is going after Apple products hard.
All right, so to close us out today, let's check in with
a
Michael to
watch,
talk about our
too?
progress here and what still needs to get solved. Hey,
I love all
Mark.
these transitions.
The future that all that new technology is creating is one that will change
Very
the
cool.
world every bit as much as personal
Very, very
computing
cool.
and mobile
Okay.
do.
yeah, and a big part of this is going to be building
Yeah, that's so
next-generation
cute. Oh my
interfaces,
gosh.
like the neural interface CMG demo that we just showed.
That's right. And there's an important lesson to be
Little
learned from personal
spaceships flying
computing.
through. This is very cool.
What we saw there was that the interface to the digital world, the graphical user interface, was what defined the user experience and opened up new possibilities. Our challenge is that GUIs just can't do the job for glasses that have to work in all the situations we encounter in the course of a day, so we need something radically new.
in addition to new interfaces, we're also going to need a whole layer that can sense and reconstruct the world around you, understand the context in which you're using these devices, and also just help you get things done when you have these digital capabilities mixed with the physical world. And this is really the job for AI.
Yes. In the long run, I'm confident that the most powerful way to interact with the metaverse will be through personalized AI.
What does that
Thanks
mean?
to the glasses, AI will be able to understand your context and will use that to help you proactively. Ideally, so seamlessly that you won't even notice.
We're all going to have
Now,
our own
combine
personal
that
AI.
with electromyography technology, EMG, which uses the neuromuscular signals through your wrist directly as inputs, and you have an intuitive, almost frictionless interface. This will be the first truly human-centered interface. And a big part of that is that you won't have to learn how to use a rigid control scheme. Instead, the machine will learn and adapt to you as you use it. In neuroscience,
1080p
this concept
and
is known
4K,
as
is it?
co-adaptation. And what that means to all of us is that by combining machine learning with neuroscience, this future interface will work with each user to adapt to their unique differences in physiology, sizes, preferences, and
crazy.
expectations. Here, you can see two people playing an arcade game with EMG. They're both using the same gesture, but because no two people are exactly alike, they do it in slightly different ways. The neural interface continuously gets better over time at understanding each person.
Like your muscle
The potential for co-adaptation extends beyond normal gestures into some truly novel territory. Here, the algorithm is learning in real time how to respond to the EMG signals the person is sending with only the slightest of hand movements. The system is recognizing the actions the person has decided to perform by decoding those signals
definitely
at
some
their wrist
scientific stuff
and
that I
translating
don't
them
understand.
into digital commands. And now, the person is able to communicate their intended actions to the computer with almost no hand movement.
This is some like
This is a
Wall-E
genuine
thing.
transformation in the way we interact
Like you don't
with
have
the
to
digital
move to
world.
play the game.
Yeah,
You just kind
this
of
has the
move your hands.
potential to
That's some
redefine a lot
Wall-E.
of how we interact
Wall-E.
with computers. You know, if you
Yeah,
think
like
about the
you see those
step-changing
little
capability
nodules
that
around
the
your
mouse
wrists
and graphical user
measure
interface,
the
this should be
the
another
movements
big
in your
step
tendons
beyond
in
that
your
in
arms.
speed and the bandwidth of our interfaces. And you know, this is one of the wildest projects I think that we're working
They already
on.
exist. You can buy
These
them and use
future
them for, like,
interfaces
Spotify and
will
stuff
be
with your phone.
truly
Oh, that's
life-changing.
cool.
An example that I love
I
is
didn't know about
Carnegie
that.
Mellon University's NavCog project to help the visually impaired. Our Project
that'd be
ARIA
fun to do,
research
like, true
classes
hand
can
tracking
3D map their
with the real
surroundings,
vibe
so
tracks around
CMU
there.
used them to build phone maps that enable the visually impaired to navigate more confidently indoors, where GPS signals often don't reach. Here's a look at how this works.
For years, I've gotten around with the assistance of my guide dog, Flirt. I love and depend on her dearly, but a guide dog is not a navigation system.
Juice bar is on your right.
NavCog can change that.
There is a ramp, 140 feet.
What we're working on is a turn-by-turn assistive technology that we've developed at Carnegie Mellon University. We teamed up with Reality Labs and Meta and started using their Project ARIA research glasses to build a 3D map
I
of
see. I was, like,
Pittsburgh International
trying to
Airport.
understand how
the
this
maps help
connected.
the user figure out where they are without having to
Aw.
rely so heavily on external beacons. This is huge because it makes NavCog scalable.
That is
NavCog
really
gives
sweet
me the freedom
for,
to
like,
go where I
people
need to
with
go.
Disabilities. That's
arrived.
so sweet.
It really helps
And
me
people that
regain
need
my
the help.
independence.
That's so nice.
All right,
Aw.
so this is a great
Okay.
example of how, when you're building these systems that are oriented around people and how we experience the world, it opens up all of these new avenues to help us do more. Because it turns out that the things that you need to do to model reality, like being able to sense the world around you and understand the context for how it all fits together, that's the same thing that you need to augment human capabilities too.
I guess maybe they're
Macular
trying to show
degeneration runs in my
Boy, that
family,
it's
so
not
I may actually be using
for
the fruits of
couch
this research
potatoing,
myself
although you
one
can do
day.
it like that, but
Helping the
it's more
hearing
for
impaired
people
is
with
also on the
disabilities.
horizon, and that's another
make
thing that
gaming
runs in
more
my
accessible
family.
for people that
I
might
didn't
not
set
have all their
out to
fingers
build
and stuff.
glasses for my future
In which
self,
case, I think
but
that's really
it
nice.
does seem to be working out that way. There's so much more that the interface of the future will bring us, like the ability to right-click on a real object to find out information about it, control our devices without looking down, and get proactive assistance from a personalized digital assistant. We will one day be using this interface to do everything we do now, but more easily, plus a ton of things we haven't even thought of that we'll consider indispensable.
Yeah, so one example is being able to build and manipulate complex 3D objects. And this is central to the metaverse, but it's hard to build 3D objects from scratch. It's much quicker and easier to just use physical objects.
Well, no, I
as
thought couch
templates.
potato in the beginning
Today,
too.
there's
That's
no
why I
easy
said
way to
Wally.
do that.
I
So
wasn't
we're
thinking about
researching
other
two different
people at
technologies to solve that problem. The first one uses machine learning-based neural radiance fields to reconstruct the appearance of a 3D object from multiple 2D images taken at different angles. This method can reproduce even the finest details of an object.
All right, so
I'm happy that
we're
they're
gonna
doing all
scan
this
Teddy,
stuff.
not just because he's super cute, but also because he's got the right dimensions and level of detail for what we're trying to replicate. So here's how it works. We just scan him on the phone.
Interesting. And then we can bring it into like
And
3D. Like
that's
what's happening?
about it. Right now, this takes some processing time, so we got it ready beforehand so we could check it out.
And then it just pops up.
Oh, wow.
Aww.
The level of detail in this is impressive.
I can scan my
you
dog.
can
if
kind
it
of see all
doesn't
these
move.
fine elements of it, like each individual strand of its hair. And you can even
That's
see
so
through
cool.
the semi-transparent bow tie that he has on. It's pretty awesome.
Hand
Yeah,
tracking.
it's just a beautiful
You saw that hand
reproduction.
tracking.
The second technology captures geometry and appearance directly.
So here we used a different technique called
Lighting.
inverse rendering to scan an object into its digital twin and then bring it into augmented and virtual reality. And it responds dynamically
scan
to the
me?
lighting in the VR environment. And when you throw it in the air against a wall or if you bounce it off the ground, it's going to respond the same way that the physical object
Oh,
would.
that's so
So we
cool.
use Spark to put the virtual
That's so
object next
cool.
to the physical one here. They're almost identical.
Neither approach is real-time yet, and each has its limitations. But the goal is to let you quickly and easily make physical objects a part of your virtual world. Of course, the most interesting virtual elements of all are other people in the form of avatars. And as you mentioned earlier, avatars will come in a variety of styles, but one thing I know for sure is that avatars that are photorealistic representations of users would be the most powerful remote connection technology
I think maybe
that
that's the
has
goal
ever
drone.
existed. They would create genuine social presence in the sense of making you feel at a gut level like you are literally with other people, and would span personal distances in a way video conferencing can only dream of.
This is one reason we believe the metaverse is going to be by far the most social computing platform. It's fundamentally about people and about being with people. So we're going to be able to teleport anywhere and be with anyone, no matter how far apart we physically are. And I think that this is the ultimate goal of social technology. And you're right, one of the keys that will unlock this is avatars that truly represent us.
So, last year, we
Here
showed you
go.
early progress
Answering
on
your
full-body codec avatars.
Yeah, and what sets codec avatars apart from other high-quality avatars that you might have seen is that they're fully drivable. So that means that they're not limited to preset movements or expressions. This is an avatar that you can control live in real time with no need to render or export video. So it can photorealistically reproduce individual
how I
people
feel about
rather than
having
just generic
very
characters
real
that artists
people.
designed.
Of course, securing your avatar will be critical. We're already
Yeah, I was
thinking
gonna
about
say.
things like encryption and tying
How
your
would
avatar
you
to an authenticated account.
Make
But
sure
beyond
people don't
privacy,
impersonate
we've
you.
continued to
Catfishing to the
develop
whole
this
next level.
technology. For example, it's now possible to change your virtual outfit whenever you want.
That's
cool as that is, it's the face, expressions, eye contact, slight motions that is most quintessentially human.
Joan said, I don't know
We're
about
putting a
this.
lot of
Women would
research
never
into
leave
making
me
the faces
alone
of our codec avatars truer
with
to our physical
photorealistic
forms.
avatars.
Mark, do you want to show us the latest in codec faces?
Yeah, definitely. Last year during our visit to the lab in Redmond, I saw the second generation of our codec avatars. So these second generation avatars
These are
are
pretty good.
pretty amazing, right? They're much closer to how you might want to show up in a setting like a work meeting. So I made one of
that makes
myself.
sense.
Now we've made them a lot more expressive.
Definitely for
Not
more
just
work
simple
meetings.
things like
This is crazy. It looks very
right, up,
realistic.
down, but also the nonverbal cues that we rely on to communicate with each other and understand tone. Things
Very
like raising an
realistic.
eyebrow, squinting, widening my eyes, or scrunching my nose. These avatars are way better at capturing those subtleties that define physical interactions. They're just much more natural. And being able to control the lighting on the avatars adds another dimension of life to them.
Is
When we
this all
move
part
the
of the
light around,
connector?
you
Is
can
this
see how
one
it
of the
interacts with
speakers
my
now?
hair, or reflects on my skin, and you can even see it in my eyes. Now, these are awesome, but they also take a really long time to generate. So we're working
Okay,
on
let me
something that's a lot quicker for people to use. And we've made a lot of progress with what we call instant avatars. So here's Autumn from our RL Labs team doing a demo of the process to show exactly what goes into this.
These are much quicker and easier to make. All you need for the scan is your phone, and you can pretty much do this anywhere with reasonable lighting. She scans her face from different angles with a neutral expression for about 30 seconds, then spends another minute and a half making a variety of expressions. And that's really all there is to it.
Hi guys, my 3D avatar is ready for use in my phone or VR. It just took a few hours to generate after my scan, and the team's working on making that processing a whole lot faster. Now, obviously, this isn't the same quality as you just saw with the 2.0 codec avatars. However,
That's
they're
still
still
really
pretty
cool.
expressive and realistic. We're putting a whole lot of effort into developing these so anyone can easily create their own high-quality,
It's like cool
realistic
and creepy
avatar
at the
for
same
themselves.
time.
All right, thanks, Autumn. Now, this is some of the most inspiring stuff that I feel like we get to work on. So it's great that we're at the stage now where the research foundations that we've laid over the past years are really starting to show up in real products.
For sure. There's still plenty left to do, and everything we've just talked about is still research. It may or may not end up in our products, but it's definitely a glimpse of where technology is headed. Thanks, Mark.
All right, so that just about wraps Connect 2022.
Okay, so it was part of
Last year, we laid out our vision for the future. And this year, we're taking
it's like
another
a little
big step on the path
and
to
cool
get
at the
there.
same time. I'm having a
What
hard
we
time
shared
understanding
today
how I feel
is the first
about the
move
avatar.
towards the 200 million people who get new PCs every year, one day working in the metaverse. We're still early in this journey.
30% off
The
code.
products that we showed today are
that's so funny.
part of a roadmap that extends far into the future. Quest for consumers, Quest Pro for work and people who want the best VR experience that we can build today, and Ray-Ban Stories for smart glasses. And there are going to be more releases
wait to
of
look
each
at
of these
the
lines in the years to come, as well as
venue,
whole
like,
new
run around a little
categories
bit
of
after,
products
and then we
built
can
for
chat.
augmented reality and neural interfaces.
About all this.
This is an exciting time to be working on the metaverse. We're investing in this because we believe that there's massive potential here, and we want to bring the best
Here's
engineers, developers, artists, and like-minded partners together to help build this future. We're at the beginning of a new
I
era
think there's
in
going to be,
computing.
Michael, I think there's going to be
Major
like a
shifts
whole
like this don't come around that often.
divergence
But we're starting
of
to see
use
one
cases
now,
for VR.
and it's
Some
going to
people
shape
use it
how
to
people
escape, some
connect
people
for
will use it
decades to come.
for work.
I want to discuss two values that we believe in deeply that you can expect us to bring to this work. The first is putting people at the center of everything we build. We believe that the next computing platform has the potential to be more social and more human than anything that's come before, if we build it correctly. That's why so much of what we've shown today is about improving how we connect and interact, building out Horizon as social infrastructure for the metaverse, prioritizing hardware that supports facial expressions and eye contact, creating
There
new
was a
ways
lot
for
of
people to meet
information
and
in
collaborate
this
at work,
Connect.
designing new avatars and photorealistic avatars. These are things that you prioritize if you're focused on helping people connect. So while the underlying technology is pretty inspiring by itself, the reason that we're in this is because it can bring you closer to other people. This is our company's DNA. It's in every service we build. Your friends on Facebook, your followers on Instagram, your family on WhatsApp. It's always about people.
No, they do.
And that's how we hope to build the
My
metaverse
family
too.
does use WhatsApp to chat.
The second value is openness. In every generation of computing, there's been an open ecosystem and a closed ecosystem. There was Windows and Mac, then Android and iOS. Closed ecosystems focus on tight control and integration to create unique experiences and lock-in, although most of that value ends up flowing to the platform over time. Open ecosystems create value and grow through
Don't worry,
many
we'll talk
companies
about all
working
of
together.
this. I just want to
Developers having lots of
explore
choices, and ultimately
this Connect
more
venue,
people
'cause I don't know how
sharing
long
in
it'll
the
be around
upside
for.
of what is created.
And then I'll sit down and chat
An interesting thing
face-to-face.
about the history of computing is that different models have won out in different periods. It's
is
not
happening to
predetermined
Brian?
which will be the
He's, like,
primary one
breakdancing
this
with his
time
arms.
around.
What are you
But
doing, Brian?
as someone who has experience building under both models, I strongly believe that an open, interoperable metaverse built by many different developers and companies is going to be better for everyone. As you can see today from all of the different partners that we're working with, I see our role as not just helping to build this open ecosystem, but making sure that the open ecosystem wins out in this next generation of the internet.
It's been a while. Feels like-
Philosophically,
Yeah.
we've always been about building in the
Wow.
open. We'd rather show the progress we're making and talk about the
true.
challenges we're still working through. We don't have all the answers because some of them just don't exist yet. We're all on this journey together. So if you care about technology and how it can help us connect, if you want to help build a world where we can all experience things that haven't been possible before, if you believe in a future where we can all do more and be more present, then I hope that you're just as excited as I am. So thank you for being a part of this journey, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye. I wonder if they'll give us something cool now that it's over. Will they bring us something cool to look at or hang out in? No. I feel like they should have put like a prototype or like a model of the headset here. Head outdoors. Maybe it's outside. Okay, let's go check outside. Let's go. Let's go, friends.
Completely disappointed.
All right, here we go.
That was a lot of information. Yeah, let's go, friends.
That was so much.
That was a lot of information. Okay, does anyone else feel like the realistic avatars is kind of creepy?
It is definitely creepy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for validating me. I'm like,
I am intrigued though.
yeah, I'm
Like,
intrigued, and I'm also creeped out. I think we could be both intrigued and creeped out. All right, friends, let's take a look around what's happening here. Is the money worth it? Great question for the headset. Yeah, wow, that was a very packed. I couldn't even get a word of my thoughts in. And also, you know what I realized? Me being in VR means I haven't had a chance to look at Twitter. Haven't had a chance to like talk to any of my friends during this whole thing, like my like VR creator friends. And so I'm just wondering what like the wider VR community is thinking about everything. But for now, we're forming our own thoughts. What? These people weren't the ones that were in my room with me. I don't know you people. Where are my room friends? Oh no, stranger danger. Okay, all right. Where's this
strangers?
Yeah, where's this prototype of this headset? Can I look? I want to be able to look at it in my hands.
Welcome you once again to Meta Connect. Thank you, our passionate
okay.
community of creators
Some
and
more-
developers.
some
for
more
joining us
chatting.
today as
Something
we
going on.
celebrate a year
I'm gonna
of
look around.
innovation.
What's this? Oh, okay. Just like some spaces you can check out. Okay.
Exciting announcements, sessions, and speakers still to come today. So stay tuned for our developers.
Interesting background.
and nearly 30 technical sessions covering
Okay, so there is some Twiz. Oh, wow. That's cool.
Goodness.
Wait, come on. We gotta get across the bridge. Okay, let's go. Wait, let us through. I built it. We built it. Oh my gosh. What? Here, do they want this? Here, while. Let our people through. I tried. Let's see. Okay, let's see if they'll let us through.
Open door. What's that?
Okay. There's a lot of spaces around here. Okay, I hope it opens and I swear, if this just resets and I waited all this...
Oh.
I am offended. I am aghast. Well, I guess we can't get
Build
to...
the bridge and then let's write the script.
Oh, probably. I'm gonna run through here. I'm done building. I'm just gonna walk right on in. Stupid bridge. Tricked me. Okay, so there's build immersive experiences, create natural interactions. Okay, so there's just like some spaces. That's it. I haven't seen anything. I'm trying to like, I feel like I'm speed running this right now. I'm trying to speed run. Oh, coffee chat, cute. That's cute. And you fill it with coffee? Oops. Okay, that sounds complicated. We trying to speed run so I can come chat with everybody face to face. Just give me a second. What else is here? Is anything else cool? Anything? Okay, I think that was most of it. Let's one more space here. And then whatever that is. That was the entrance.